Hi, I am Will Dimanfa. I am from the west of Black Roots in dense plantation of Africa's giant ebony, Nigeria precisely. I am a United World of Literature Global Creative Ambassador. I am a poet and actor. My creative writing journey began 10 years ago in 2015 when I was 3 months away from completing NYSC. Now, for the benefit of international community, NYSC is a compulsory 1 year service designed for every Nigerian graduate to undergo. So prior to that time of beginning my journey in creative writing, a colleague and friend of mine by name Jonathan Oklo accidentally gave me a spoken word video of an African American poet to watch. I didn't even know it was poetry. But what got me fascinated was the guy's creativity with words. For the record, I didn't have literature orientation. I am a science oriented person, but I could tell the intentional intelligence behind every word woven to bring about the poetic tapestry of that eclectic masterpiece. Something in me resonated with that kind of creativity, and that was the trigger. A few weeks after that, in church on a Sunday, the youth leader of that church made an announcement before the close of service for every youth to wait behind after the close of service, which we did. And he went, in 3 weeks to come, we are going to have Youth Sunday. So let's suggest the programs to spice up the day to make it completely different from the usual Sunday services. Of course, music, dance, drama, people suggested, and then I stood up and I suggested poetry. It was funny and strange at the same time because it felt like something nudged me on the inside to suggest poetry. I went home practically quaking because I knew I had implicated myself in something I had no idea about. But in the midst of that uncertainty, a voice in my head kept on telling me I could do it. But how to do it? I didn't know how because I didn't have the know how. It was completely a Herculean task for me. I was able to scribble something for the event, though, even though it was quite insipid. That was how I started writing poetry. And the first piece I ever wrote, titled Twin Forces, was inspired by the Youth Sunday event. If you are venturing into any novel enterprise, teething troubles are inevitable, right? And creative writing is not immune to such challenges. One of the challenges I faced as a younger creative writer was my inability to gather thought energy into high potential and then channeling that energy in the direction of the purpose intended. The second challenge I faced was almost everyone around me didn't see a future in poetry. As a result, discouraging me from considering it long term. In their defense, poetry was just a hobby, not a money making venture, and so not worth giving it full attention. But as years went by, I am glad time proved to them that rewards and compensations come at the right time with patience, diligence, and consistency. In 2017, I co authored an anthology of poems on earth maladies and environmental challenges titled crab shells as dishes and sunglasses on eagles that went round 50 countries during a global campaign on global warming. In 2021, I emerged Poet of the Year in Northern Nigeria and many other awards and recognitions that I may not possibly highlight at the moment because of time. The lessons I learned through the challenges and breakthroughs are enveloped in a Chinese proverb that the gem cannot be polished without friction, no man perfected without trials. I became part of United World of Literature in consequence of the law of attraction at work. And this is what I mean. For a while, I had been praying and envisioning an international platform that would give my craft global visibility. And it wasn't a coincidence stumbling on the page of United World of Literature. I think it was on Facebook. And that was how I joined the family of close to 1,000 global creators from different parts of the world. My role within the vintage creative era is twofold: learning and leveraging. Learning from all the global creatives through their writing styles, seeing their innovation and artistic excellence through the vantage point of their creativity, and then leveraging on that vicarious learning to build myself into a better global creative. United World of Literature has elevated my vision to a global standard in all honesty. I may have joined the United World of Literature with a tunnel vision, perhaps just to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but the light has pointed me to the star that I am, levitating me to the sky where I truly belong. And I am truly grateful for that. And so many thanks to United World of Literature for this global initiative and for the appointment of Global Creative Ambassador. I am grateful. Thank you.